I found this dwarf type of Euonymus in the nursery and couldn't resist and had to buy them. Uh, it's called Euonymus microphilia, and it's the variegated variety. So it's not green. The leaves are kind of white, has white or yellow edges. Very pretty. I mean, sometimes you get bored of all the green colors in all your bonsai, so it's good to pick something different. So this is a good choice. When you buy this on the nursery at this size, in this gallon size, a lot of them come like a bush and really don't have a well-defined trunk. So this too actually has, and that's why I picked them. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see, but on the lower part of this tree, it has some good defined trunk and very interesting too, you know. So when I get a chance, I will repot it and make this a very small bonsai. I mean, because of this size and the leaves, it can be a good candidate for mame or for even a smaller type of bonsai. Well, in English, this is called the variegated box leaf Euonymus. This one has good, interesting lower trunks and kind of thick, so I can just kind of spread them out, do some trimming, and it could become a nice broom style bonsai. This one in particular has a lot of branches all over, so I can somehow select it and make it into an informal upright. Before I pot them into bonsais, I just want to talk a little bit more about the plant selection in nurseries. I mean, you can tell that these trees are kind of been in a nursery for a while. First of all, because the soil level has lower, and unlike the other samples that you can see, they're full of soil. So this one kind of lower, both of them, and you can see some exposed roots. This tells me that this plant has been in a nursery for a while. It has been neglected, maybe because of its size, because it's actually probably 2 or 3 times smaller than the regular size that they sell. So nobody will pick and buy this. For a regular gardener, they probably won't pick this, and so this just stay there for a while. Maybe 1 or 2 years, and because of the constant watering, a lot of soil got washed out. So that's why you see a plant like this, and most of people won't pick this for their gardens, but this become a very good choice for bonsai. Okay, I'm gonna start working on this Euonymus. I'm just gonna cut the top of the pot off, just so I can get a better view. Okay, so trim the top rim of the container. Now let me lower the camera, because this is also the angle you want to look at the tree. Start from low. You want to put at the same level. I don't know where the front is going to be yet, but just going to do some general pruning work, removing some of the longer shoots, like this one. But the idea first is to do some kind of broom style. Also, the Euonymus cuttings, they're actually quite good. You can propagate these cuttings if you're interested. Just okay, got a glass of water. I'm just gonna put the cuttings. So I'll just continue to remove the longer shoots. This particular one, these are coming in from the inside and going upwards. Most likely I would not need it at all. So I'm just going to remove it. And for example, this one that I have my finger on, this one is kind of like growing downwards. You can keep it. I mean, you can cut this, and then you can be like that, and when they extend, you can you know, start growing up. You can keep it, or you can just you know, if you don't really need it, just cut it off here. I'm probably just gonna cut it off here. Same thing with this one. This one, long ones, probably won't be needing it. Just cut it off. Okay, it comes to a point where now I need to decide the front, the face of the bonsai, so I can make more decisions. And I think I found one. I mean, this is from the very beginning. I've been thinking that this is the better face, and this will be the back, right? I don't know what you think, but you know. But don't worry, I mean, you'll get your chance to try different faces. I mean, you can, after a while of growing this bonsai, you don't like it, you can change the face and start styling according to the new face. Okay, so this is going to be the face. So which means in the back, I can actually leave something. This is too long, but I can leave something in the back. You know, sometimes I like to leave some branches in the back so you can see it. This will actually kind of add perspective. You know, you can feel like, oh, this tree is really deep. You know, if you have something. Okay, I'm pretty much done removing all the extra long branches and determine the face. And you can look, wow, this is already start forming like a tree now, like a good-looking bonsai. That looked very easy, right? Yeah, indeed. But this is tell you, you know, if you start with a very good material, the rest is just quite easy. So I did spend a lot of times, you know, trying to find the right material. You know, this is what we didn't show in the video. I mean, I spent hours. I visit the nursery, different nursery, like twice a week. You know, I look around different parts of trees, and I must have, you know, go through about 30 parts of this particular Euonymus in the nursery to come up with this one. So yeah, but all the works pay off. You know, once you have a good material, the rest is just fairly easy. I mean, this one is already looking to be a very good, you know, bonsai, and I'm going to make it a small one. This is going to be a miniature, a 6-inch and lower. So the next step will be to lighten up the growth from inside. You know, you don't want it to be too dense. So again, don't worry. Feel free to use your fingers and try to open up the tree and see. The idea is it's not too dense. The idea is that the sunlight can go in through the branches. So I'm just going to remove some that I don't need, and this kind of long neck start to come handy now. So the center of the plant, you know, we don't need anything, just to make it less dense. If there's a branch that come up and has like 5 little branches, you know, just remove, you know, a few of them. Like this one, you know, is remove. This one remove. Just to open them up. You follow the branch, you can see the branch. You know. Remove this one. Little ones. And I'm going to start moving up to the branches and see, you know, like this one, it has a lot of branches. So, and this one's growing toward the middle, toward the center. So it's just going to crowd, it's just going to cover the light for all the branches that's going to growing. So I remove it. So you can see there's some major woody branches, and you can start seeing some not so woody branch. These are in the back. These are branches that are kind of low and kind of green. So and they're just gonna be inside, and they're gonna die if they don't grow out soon. They're gonna die. So just cut them off. They don't really add anything to the plant, so I was referring to this too. You know, it's just too crowded there, and also these are new branches. These are not the old woody kind of branch that I want. So these two green ones I'm gonna remove. There. That kind of open up the back. Now you can see in the back this is kind of like a hole here. As it start growing out and start filling up, it should look better. Right now it looks like kind of like a sparse, like a balding spot, but it should get better later. Like this one, there's way too dense here, so we have to do something here. A little bit too dense here. The front appears to be a little bit flat, but that's okay. What are you gonna? I don't usually wire my bonsai, so you could wire them if you want to just make it a fuller. But I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I mean, it's gonna grow something's gonna grow out of here, and it's gonna be less flat in the future. Or you can tilt. You know, when you plant your bonsai, you can do like this, and it won't be so flat. Well, the next step will be to root prune, heavy root prune, and try to fit it in a very small pot. You know, just something just about the right size. Usually, you should do this in one session. I mean, one same day. You know, the same afternoon you're pruning, just pot it. But like many of you, I have to work full time. I'm also a full-time husband and father, so I don't have that many time. So sometimes I divide the task into 2 days, in different sessions. You know, that's not recommended. You know, because you know the plant, once you do a heavy pruning, you should do a heavy pruning in the bottom to make a balance. But since I'm really tied up for time, I just have to do it in separate sessions. And you know, okay. One more thing. In a bonsai of this size, every little detail counts, because it's so small. Anything could just throw it off the proportion. So I just want to bring attention to these leaves. These leaves. So remember we said, okay, any branches growing downward we remove because it just doesn't look nice. But in this case, even the leaves, I would think of removing. If you have any leaves pointing downwards, just remove them. You know, it will look even better, you know, because of the size. So this rule could apply to any kind of leaves, or you have any leaves growing too close to the branch. You might want to just remove the leaves. Okay, one final look before root pruning and repotting. Stay tuned.